Hello everyone, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, namaste. Welcome you all in this beautiful Mandala ZENDALA session. And I'm your host Nidhi Prakash, CZT, and my co-host, my husband Ajay, is joining us through the chat very soon. And he is not here with me in my studio, but he is going to join us remotely. And as you can see on my art table, these are the supplies which we need in today's session. And generally we need the same supplies in our all ZENDALA Mandala sessions, either on the Fridays or on the Saturdays. We always draw on a 6-inch square paper, as you can see below these stuff. We need one ruler or the scale, black marker pen. You can use any kind of black marker pen, any black ball pen, gel pen, any other those Sharpies. The thinner the tip is, like I'm using, the tip size is 0.5 mm. You can use any kind of tip size. If it is little thicker, maybe you will draw a little bit more wider, but whatever pen you have, you can just go with that. We need compass today. I generally use these two set of compass. One is with the pencil, already it is fitted in. Otherwise, if you have just this kind of compass, you can fit the pencil inside of this and then you can use that. I generally use this compass to fit the pen and to retrace over the pencil. We need pencil for the shading. You can use any pencil, any school pencil, Prisma color ebony pencil, Camelin pencil, Prismacolor, any these different value grade pencil. You can use any mechanical pencil. Whatever pencil you have, you can use that. And we need one blending stump or the tortillon or the Q-tip, anything for the blending. And white charcoal pencil is absolutely optional. If you don't have it, then it's absolutely fine. You can see me using this so that at least you know how to use this, and later on if you ever have it, you can use it. But if you don't have it, it will not stop you drawing or shading your ZENDALA Mandala. And of course we need one eraser. That's all. I hope I give you all the preview of all the supplies which we are going to use today. And this is the mandala, or it's basically a ZENDALA, because all are the tangle patterns which we are going to use today. Mainly the well, the name of the pattern is the well, amaze, and the elegant. These three patterns which we are going to use, and then we are going to do a lot of shading. If you want, instead of the shading, you can do some coloring. You can use your color pencils, your marker pens, or any other color supplies. If you want, you can color it instead of the shading, or you can color it with me. You can, you can shade it with me in a classical way. So let's start. And as you know, to start with, we always start to find the center of our paper. And this is our 3-inch by 3-inch paper. I'm sorry, it is by 6-inch by 6-inch paper. So we are looking for the 3-inch marking. So that we can draw this center line like this. Draw very light, because eventually we have to erase this line. This is just to give us some guide or some markings for our pattern drawing. Again 3-inch and 3-inch to the other side, and then we'll again draw this line, and that's how we got the center of our paper. And now I'm going to divide it into further more 4 sections. So I'm keeping my pencil in the center point so that I won't deviate from it, and I'm trying to join it from the both corners like this, and that way I'm going to divide my paper into 8 equal parts. So here is my center, and I divided it into 8 equal parts. Here you go. And now it's the time for the markings. So we need 3 markings in this one. One is for the 3.5 centimeters. 3.5 centimeters. If Ajay, you are writing in the chat, or if anyone else can volunteer, 3.5 in the center. 3.5 is the first marking, 5 centimeter is the second marking, and 7 centimeter is the third marking. I'm not sure if Ajay is writing this in the chat. Yes, yeah, he wrote it. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you, Ajay. 3.5 centimeter, 5 centimeter, and 7 centimeter. I want these 3 markings.
Ananya is asking if you are going to do any colored mandalas or if there are any videos on your channel.
We are not doing colored mandala in this one. In this one, we are just doing our regular mandala, like the classical way with the shading. But I'm planning for one colored mandala in this channel, as I'm going to, reach to the 5,000 subscribers. You guys are giving so much love, and I'm getting subscriptions. So just to say thank you to all of you, I'm planning one colored mandala. So guys, in this first 3.5 marking, I'm not drawing the whole circle. You see, I'm just drawing these markings in the all 4 lines. That's it. We don't really need the full circle, but if you have drawn the full circle, it's absolutely fine. We can erase it later. This is my 5 centimeter circle, and this is my 7 centimeter circle. So now I'm waiting for everybody to catch up till here for all these markings. Thank you for subscription. You can see that star is dancing on the screen. That gives me that happiness. Bright X Gaming and Rohini Kondalkar, thank you. So I hope you guys are all done with the markings. So Soumya, you can see in the chat also, like Guraya, Rukmani, Valerie and Ajay, they all, thank you Valerie, she gave the these markings again. This is at the 3.5 centimeter, the first mark, 5 centimeter second mark, 7 centimeter third mark. Thank you Jiva Khan for subscribing. Thank you Raksha Manish. And now we need one more marking. Please take your compass and just take it kind of, half centimeter-ish gap. You see on the screen, like I'm just taking it half centimeter, or maybe little lesser than half would go. Little lesser than half would work. And where we cut these 3.5 centimeters, we are going to make very tiny circles on all these 4. Tiny 4 circles at 3.5 centimeters. Sure. Sure, Ajay, I will wait after this. So now I'm waiting for everybody to catch up. So I just made kind of 0.4-ish centimeter or half-ish centimeter. Thank you for subscribing, Ramya. Thank you, Deepa. Thank you, Vignesh. I'm so happy to see that dancing star on the screen. I hope you guys are also seeing that. That comes whenever anyone subscribe the channel. So it gives me that. It brings a smile to my face, and I'm closer to 5,000, and you guys are closer to the colored mandala, isn't it? So now I'm waiting for everybody. Please write down in the chat, send me thumbs up or done if you are done with all these markings. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you, Deepa. Thank you, Alohomora. Thank you, Ananya. Thank you, Abhik. I'm waiting. Ritambra, thank you. Art and Craft, thank you. Madhumita. All set Rachel Brown, beautiful. And now it's the time again. Guys, I would like everybody to use the pencil again before we start using the pen. In this particular piece, I would like you guys to draw all the petals with the pencil first, and then we are going to trace it with the pen. So what we are doing here, shall I start? Yes, a lot of people are done. So before I start, I'm just erasing this line, this triangular line little bit. It will make little just to give you an idea clear. So we don't really need this line here. What I'm doing, I'm going to do the takeoff and the landing. We are drawing the well tangle. The name of the tangle is well. We are starting from this circle and we will reach towards this outer corner where this cut is. So I'm doing this with the pencil first so that you guys can also do it with the pencil, and then you can trace it with the pen. And then here we are going to join it from the center, and this is what we are going to repeat in all the 4 sides. I'm first erasing these lines because otherwise they will create little confusion. They will come in between. And again, first we are going to go from the top and we will land to this point, take off and the landing, and then here join this curvy line. We are going to repeat this to all 4 sides. There are high chances of messing up in the direction. That's why I'm doing it with the pencil, so that you all will do it with the pencil, and then once you think that it's coming along well, we can easily retrace it with the pen. Thank you, Chandni, Vijay Kumar, Deepthi. Thank you for the subscription, everyone. I really appreciate it. That's how you can show your love to me, and that's how it works as a fuel for me to keep running these kind of sessions. So now the next step is I'm going to turn it around, and we are going to join these circles to these 2 corners. So please look carefully. Join from the top and from this corner, and from here bottom we are going to join it. So this is a well tangle, guys. The name of the tangle is well. I'm going to retrace everything with the pen. So if there is any confusion, you can again follow me with when I'm doing it with the pen.
Some folks are asking us to wait.
Okay.
And maybe on the Streamlabs, can you turn off the desktop volume?
Turn on, you want? Turn off.
Turn off.
Okay,
Turn off.
I turned it off. So Tanvi, I drew this circle. So like you see, so this is our circle in the center. So basically in the well tangle, what we do, so suppose this is our square where in the center we are drawing. So we join it from the corners like this. So this was our first step, and then we joined it to these corners like that. So that's what we are doing here, but we did it 4 times. And we already had all our markings. That's why we drew those circles before we started drawing these our curvy lines. So this is our first step.
We have some requests to go slow. And Lennon start, you can, if you join late, you can start the video from the very beginning.
Thank you, Valerie. I really appreciate it. You made my day. My voice is low. Can anyone else tell me about my voice? Is it clear? Is it low? Is it loud? I can increase the volume from here if I'm getting a lot of response about that my voice is low. It's clear. It's clear. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you, Tripta. So maybe who find it low, you can increase your side. You can increase the volume at your side. Thank you, everyone, for... Oh, it's low. Okay. Maybe I can...
Maybe just try increase it a little.
Little bit. I'm increasing it little bit here. And I increased it a bit because I don't want to be very, very loud for most of you. So already my voice is little louder as normal voice. Okay, let's start the second step. Awesome. Thank you, Karuna. Thank you, Aura. Now the next step. So for the next step, what I'm doing is we are drawing, we drew this, we are going to draw one aura line kind of. Here you see this distance, this is the shape you are coming. So we are kind of making the same shape here. Please look carefully. It might be a little confusing in the beginning, but it's not. We are going to join it like this. So like this is the distance kind of we are looking here. And basically we are going to erase this line because this petal is coming over it. So then it would be clear. We made this line. So please draw this line. And then I'm turning it around and I'm drawing the same line. Same aura line.
Manisha's asking if you can explain the quadrant once again.
So in this quadrant, like you see, what I'm doing is here. So I'm just doing like, this aura line like this. So this is the aura line which I'm drawing right now. So this is the aura line which I drew. One aura line is already there. We are going to draw 3 of them. So one, I just did this one. Second, this one. Third, I'm going to draw to this side, inner side. And fourth is already there, this one. We drew this circle. So fourth line is already there. I'm going to repeat this again for 3 more times. You can see this line is already there, this circle line. And now here I'm going to draw one line, and I'm going to erase this inner line so that it will be easier to see. Then this is the second line. That's why I drew it with the pencil. I didn't draw it with the pen directly, so that it would be easier. So in every quadrant we have to draw just 3 times because one line is already there in that circle. One, two, three. And if you want, you can look little bit see here, this is already there. So basically it's on all 4 sides. Now I'm working on this 4th one. One, I'm erasing it. Two, three. So I hope this is pretty clear now. I'm waiting for everybody to catch up till here.
Yeah, I think if we can redo some of these steps on a new sheet, I think some folks are having slight difficulty in understanding the last
you know, we drew this circle. So suppose this is our quadrant here. I'm just drawing this quadrant, and this was our first circle, and actually here we are having one more circle line, outer one. We drew the circle here. I'm just drawing it freehand, and what we did with this circle, we drew first line like this, second with the center, third with this, and fourth with this. This was our first action, and we already have this line, you see. So this quadrant is already there, this kind of spike is already there, and we just drew 3 more sides, 1, 2 and 3. This is what I just drew on all 4 sides, as you can see.
Okay, and let's wait for about a minute. A lot of people are trying to catch up.
Yeah, sure. I'm waiting, Ajay. I'm waiting for everybody, and I'm going to repeat all this with the pen. So take your time, and we are doing it with the pencil. So if you do a little bit of here and there, you can easily erase and you can fix it. So I'm waiting for everybody to write down in the chat when you guys are done, and and let's see who is drawing along with me. Write down 1 if you are drawing along with me, and write down 2 if you are just enjoying watching the session. Maybe you can draw later. Thank you, Valerie. Awesome. I'm looking at the chat and I'm looking at all the names, and I want to say thank you to everybody, whoever is giving your response. And beautiful. Thank you. Awesome. And you know, if you really want to see the previous part of the video, like if you really want to see me drawing this, which I have already drawn, you can go back, because the DVR is enabled in the video. You can rewind and you can come back again. Awesome. Thank you, everyone. And please write down 2 if you are not drawing. Thank you. Now let's start. The third step is, you see where we draw this, our aura line, we are kind of continue with that line, and we will join this to this center part. So come over this line, then draw in the air, and then start. So don't draw over the blade. Do the same thing here. Come over here, draw in the air and then join and bring it all the way further. Again, this circle line is already there. For this part, we are just going to left with one more section here, and we are going to join it with the corner. That's how this quadrant is kind of complete with the pencil, and I'm going to do the same thing in the rest of 3. What we are doing,
let's wait a little. And can you increase the volume slightly more once again, please?
I did it, Ajay. It's confusing. I know, Samaira, it's little confusing, but don't worry. We are going to repeat the same thing 4 times. Okay, so just look carefully. We drew these 4 quadrants. Let me show you in this one. So we drew these 4 quadrants, and now this aura line. So we are going to kind of taking the direction and joining it and complete the leaf. We are taking this aura line and then we are going to complete it. And this line is already there. We are going to take this and join this like this. So that's how we are going to make 2 entangled leaf, and this is the well tangle, guys. Now I'm going to complete the same thing in all 3, and it's already there. It is a little focused tangle, but it looks really pretty. And this one is already there. So we are kind of done with our pencil drawing, and now we can start retracing these things with the pen. Awesome, Siddhant. I know, Ritambra, you can watch the video from the beginning again maybe, or you can again follow me because I'm doing the same thing again with the pencil. Okay? With the pen, I'm sorry. So first thing, I'm tracing the circle. Then I'm just repeating the step by step. Okay, I just joined these 4 corners in every section. Okay, this is the first step which I'm doing right now. You guys can trace the whole leaf together if you want, but I just want to make it clear for those who find it confusing. And then we started drawing the next step like this. Let's see who remembers. What's the name of this tangle which we are drawing right now? I told the name of this tangle several times. Let's see who remembers. Awesome. Yes, Sneha. Yes, Rachel. Nice. Well tangle. Beautiful. And this is a Zentangle original tangle. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you everyone. And after that we drew the aura lines. So these are the aura lines. And this circle line was already there, but I'm just reinforcing it so that you can see the step well. This is the next step. I hope it's clear now. If you want to increase the width of your petals or decrease it, you can do it right now because pencil is easily erasable. So, and after you are done with all these auras, you are going to join them to the other side and you are going to complete the petal. That's it. Is it still confusing? Tell me who find it easy or who find it confusing. Easy, 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 good, easy, confusing. Easiest of all, little confusing.
And it's okay to find it confusing, you know.
Yes, yes, Ajay.
You do a couple of these, start to feel better.
Definitely. And I forgot to trace this line. It's absolutely okay to find it confusing, but I hope you can do it still. Thank you. So whoever wants to see the repeat instructions can please go back to the video and then you can watch it, because it's a lot of steps going along to draw this. And now I'm just get rid of few lines so that it would be a little bit more clear. We don't really need kind of this section line, this line. We don't want these outer lines, these inner lines. So it would be a little bit more clearer to work. Don't erase the outer circle, we need it. Yeah, it becomes, it's better now, right? Beautiful. And now we are going to draw the, you see these 4 diamonds, 1 2 3 4. In these 4 diamonds we are going to draw the inner diamond. We draw the aura lines inside. Like this. and we are going to draw these tiny stripes. You can draw them little further away, and they are kind of little roundish. And we are going to repeat this in all four sides.
Ruchika is asking if you're using a pencil or a pen at this point.
Now I'm just using pen, Ruchika, but if you want you can use pencil and then you can retrace it with the pen later. It's absolutely fine to draw the whole this Zendala with the pencil first and then retrace it with the pen, but now I'm using pen. I'm drawing these lines in little, roundish, little contour style, just to give them a character to this shape. And then stripes. Roundish C kind of shape. Now I'm waiting for everybody to catch up. Thank you for subscribing, Lainey UK, Swetharni S. Raju, and Ironic Guy. Thank you everyone, whoever is subscribing and showing your support. Thank you, Bhakti. It's okay, Manisha, if they are not perfect diamond. Even mines are not perfect diamond, and who is looking for the perfect diamond? It's absolutely fine, whatever shape you are getting.
Rukmini is asking if she can use a thinner tip pen for this last.
Which pen she is asking? Thinner tip pen. Yes, you can use thinner tip pen, Rukmani, of course. You can. So now the next step, please look carefully. We are going to work on these 4 petals which are going out from this circle, inner circle. We are not going to work in these inner petals, okay? So these are the kind of 2 petals, those are entangling with each other, okay? So we are working on these 4 petals which are going out. So please look carefully. I'm going to draw the aura line in these. Just in the petal which is going out. We are not going to do the aura line in these, these petals which are kind of laying down. We are just going to work on these vertical petals. Take your time. Yes, I'm waiting. So Rajaram Mandala and Zendala. In the Mandala is our basic, it's very, very ancient. Um, I know that in 100th century, and like it's very, very old in our scriptures, in Hindu traditional. In this we find these mandalas, and lot of in our like culture we see them, these kind of art, like in the Diwali we make those rangolis and all that, the kind of a form of this, and lot of Buddhism and lot of different other religions, this has been followed for many, many years. But now, like in throughout the whole world, this mandala is kind of going everywhere, and it's changing little bit shape, little bit modern patterns, and little bit modern style is incorporating in them. And like a lot of tangles, Zentangle word is like kind of mingling with the mandala, and it becomes Zendala, because we are no more using those traditional petals or spirals or circles. So then that's the only difference. But both are the pattern drawing, both are starting from the center point, and then they are like kind of spreading in the circular form. So in that way they both are similar. And now it's the time to draw one beautiful pattern that is called a maze. That is again one Zentangle original tangle, and yes, I know that, Valerie. So those depends on our all chakras, the chakras in our body, and they depict on the every single chakra, from the crown chakra to all the our heart chakras and all those. So yeah, let's come back here again, and you see these petals which are kind of laying down or in the horizontal way. We are going to work in that. Please look carefully. This is beautiful tangle, and the name of the tangle is Amaze, and it's so beautiful because you are just going to fill this whole area with these curvy squiggly line. This is pretty organic, it can go anywhere. We are kind of filling this whole area, and it looks so pretty when you are done. It gives like an antique jewelry-ish kind of look, as if you are doing some carving. And we are doing the same thing in this area. Be careful, don't do this in this vertical petal. Just work on the, it is pretty organic and going anywhere, everywhere kind of. No rules, just to stay inside the petal and draw these squiggly lines. If you want, you can practice a little bit on your rough paper or rough sheet lightly, and then you can start drawing on your actual tile or your actual mandala.
Nidhi, can you bring the camera closer to the window?
I think I already did it. I can do more.
Okay, maybe there's a delay because I'm not on site.
So this is the one petal, and this is such an easy tangle, and the name of this tangle is Amaze. And I'm going to repeat this in all the 4 petals. Artist with heart. I live in USA, North Carolina, but I belong to India. Every Friday I take these kind of mandala sessions in Hindi language at my Nidhi Prakash Arts Hindi channel. And every Saturday same place where you are right now, and every Sunday again the same place, and we do Zentangle's art there. Once we are done with all these 4 petals, I can show you all the upcoming session artwork in the Hindi session as well as today all the Saturday sessions and the Zentangle sessions. So all the mandalas and zendalas we always make on a 6-inch square sheet, but all the Zentangle session we work on a 3.5-inch square sheet, and we call them a tile. So basically they are just paper because they are squarish and they look like a tile. We call them a tile because we decorate them, and we call them a tile basically the reason because if we join all those tiles, which suppose you all are here with me and we all are working together in a big hall, and if after we all are worked, so we can put all the tiles together and we could make a beautiful mosaic out of it. So I think that is the reason, that's why we call them a tile, because we can convert them into a beautiful mosaic. But right now, because of this situation, everybody is working from their home, and we can make a virtual mosaic. Why not? We can make a virtual mosaic of all these tiles. So draw your whole petal with these beautiful amaze tangle, and now I'm working on the, yes Valerie, you can do one on the Pinterest.
Rukmini, it is all repeated patterns, so we will wait once we are done with all of these.
Yeah, Rukmani, I'm doing the same thing in all the 4 petals. It's just squiggly lines. Let's see, what's the name of this pattern? Write down in the chat, what is the name of this tangle which we are drawing right now? It's a beautiful filler tangle and an organic tangle too, because it grows anywhere, wherever we feel like. Amaze, perfect, awesome, beautiful guys. You guys are rocking. Beautiful. So when we do our Zentangle session, we actually draw the tangles separately with their names. We learn the steps, and then we make our tile. So that session is a little different than these one. You will find them little different, but that is also a beautiful way to learn different tangles. And now you can go any direction, anywhere. Let it be very organic, going anywhere, no fixed pattern direction that it's going. Yeah, be careful, don't go all the way up and down and horizontal, back forward. Let it go very organic, up and down, organic any direction, so that you cannot actually make it the direction of this amaze tangle. That's the main thing. It is supposed to be very, very random, and I really love this tangle as a filler tangle, especially wherever I want to give some antique kind of look. When I was setting up this pattern or this whole Zendala, it's giving me a look, kind of a shield, those armors. And you see those tiny engraving on those armors. That's why I choose this tangle as a filler tangle in this particular Zendala. And now I'm in this last section. How is it going for you guys? Do you find this amaze tangle very, very easy? Or not? Very easy. Yes, Max Pro, it's very easy. Thank you, Barbara. Bindu, you can work on one quadrant and you can leave others. That's how you can continue working with us, and then you can complete rest 3 quadrants later at home. How about that?
This is asking if you can show the color version of this mandala once, please.
Yes, I'll show. So in the colored version also, I drew all this with the pen, the one I'm drawing right now. I drew everything with the pen, and when I start using the graphite pencil, so instead of the graphite pencil, I use the color pencil. So here is the colored version of this mandala.
I think the video seems to be stuck. I don't know if it is just from me.
It's not stuck. Please, can you reply in the chat if this mandala is stuck for you, if this video session is stuck for you, or if this is going in a perfect flow. Is it aquarelle color? No, Valerie, I just use those Prismacolor color pencils. These ones, Prismacolor color pencils. Not stuck. Perfect. Flawless. Awesome. Thank you. Done. Awesome. And you bend them after. What do you mean by the bend them after? You mean the paper? You mean the paper to bend? Yes, you can bend. Why not? I'm not sure if you're asking for the paper, Valerie. And now it's the time to draw the Elegant Tangle by Tangle Dreams. It's a little tough. No problem. I know you can do it. So for this elegant tangle, we are going to work in this our outer area, and be careful, we are not going to work inside these 4 vertical petals. Okay, we are going to just work in this one. What kind of help you want, Alomora? So for the elegant tangle, so as you see, like suppose this is our style. So there is one way to draw these lines and then draw these muka shape kind of. This is the kind of drawing which we are looking in our elegant tangle. We keep on filling in this, or maybe we can draw one separately. So it's your choice. You can draw the whole into the one, or you can draw half together, like I'm just working in this. As you can see here, let me start from this side, from the top, and it's going. and then here from where it's ending, I'm just taking it from there. Like this. So it's basically a combination of lot of mukas, but when you draw all them together in this way, then the name of this tangle is elegant. And now you see wherever these spaces are, we can draw a lot of these petal shape like these. They can be 2, 3, 4, less or more, it's absolutely fine. And after that, whatever the leftover space is, we are going to draw lots of circles to fill up the space. I'm just working in one quadrant, and then we are going to repeat the same thing in all other 3 quadrants. And don't worry, it can be little different in each of them. It's not really important to draw exactly the same. It can be little more or less petals in every quadrant. It's absolutely fine. Something like that. And then we are going to actually fill rest of the area. Rest of this leftover area, negative area or interstices, you are going to fill with our pen. Be very careful, don't go inside the petal. If you think you can set up one circle there, you can set up one circle. If you can set up one leaf there, set up one leaf. Whatever you can set up there. You are on speaker.
Okay, thank you.
This is a beautiful decorative tangle, and it goes very well with this whole pattern because we use this amaze tangle, which is kind of antique decorative tangle. way we have used in this one. Later on, if you want, you can use your white jelly roll pen to give some white dots in some of the areas if you want to decorate it more. Be careful, don't fill inside the shape. Take your time, work with full focus. All tangles which we have used in this Zendala today, all are the focused tangle. Apart from this amaze is not that actually, and it depends sometimes, but this well and elegant is kind of very well required, focus required tangles. Beautiful. So I'm kind of done with this one, and then I'm going to repeat the same thing in rest of 3 quadrants, and then the shading part. And when we do the shading, you will see it will give us beautiful 3D round look in our these tangles, and they will look really very pretty. Now I'm going to repeat again the same thing. I'm going to start from this top point and I will go round. Then the second muka. And then from here and then the third one. You can fit them as many as you want, and after that I'm going to draw a lot of fillers. For the fillers, it depends on the space, whatever space you are left with. You can draw these kind of petals, you can draw these round petals, or you can draw the circles. Use whatever shape is going along well. In your remaining space, because it can be more, it can be less than mine, so you can decide according to your Zendala which shape you actually want for this. And once you think it's good enough, now you can start filling that area. Be careful, don't fill inside the petal, okay? Don't fill inside these leaves, which are our well tangle. And while filling, if you feel like, you can draw more circles, you can draw more petals. It's absolutely fine. And all the interstices, fill them with the space. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm drawing tipples, tangles in the negative. Yes, this is absolutely fine. You can draw all the tipples in the negative space. That's your version of drawing this tangle, right? And this is absolutely okay, Guraya. You can draw. I just want to make this negative space a little bit more bold and dark so that our these mochas pop up well, and these 4 empty petals should more brighter. So that's the reason. But yeah, why not? You can use the tipple. And I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who submitted their work this week, last week, and I see people are submitting like 2-3 weeks older work at my Facebook page, and I really appreciate it. Every single time whenever I take these live sessions, after the session I take a picture of my work, whatever I'm doing here, and then I make a post at my Facebook page. So you can post your artwork picture at that Facebook page. Maybe you are going to complete this, or maybe you are going to redraw it again. So you can find out that post, and you can upload your picture there, and I'll get the notification whether it's 2-week, 3-week, 4-week old post. If you upload your picture there, I'll get notification and I'll check that. That's the best way, and I see a lot of people are doing that, a lot of participants are doing that, and I highly appreciate it. These tipple or these orbs are never enough, right? You can draw them as many. Ta-da! We are done with the two. Maybe we can go back a little bit more over these white spaces, because after some time you see the paper is picking up, and we can see those white tiny paper is showing up in this fillings. So we can come back again and we can fix them, and then again. Now I'm going to have 2 sections are done. I'm just left with 2 more. How about you guys? How is it going? Sure, Surabhi, I'll write down all the tangle names at the end. So first I drew these, completed 3rd one also. Awesome. You are very fast. You don't waste your time in talking like me. I keep on talking, so the speed is a little slower. You can draw whatever leaf pattern you are getting. And now I'm just drawing in this one also, and then I'll do the filling together. And once I drew all these three, then I'll start from the top of it, and then I'll go round and then come back again here. Now the filler time. It can be circle, it can be petal, it can be wider petal or not so wide petal. Here you go. And now it's the time for the filling in all these two sections. Let me try using my I'm just left with filling in two more and then I'm done. Keep filling, work with full focus, take your time, enjoy the process. I hope everyone is doing great and catching up well. So now let's know about this elegant tangle. Do you find it difficult or easy? What do you think about this tangle? Kind of hypnotic. You're all into it, right? Too much focused into it that you don't care about whatever is happening around. Now is the last tangle, last quadrant. Beautiful, easy, hypnotic, easy. Some difficult and some easy. Elegance. Yes, this elegant tangle is elegance. This tangle is again a very focus required tangle. Mocha is a Zentangle original tangle, but this is a kind of a variation and a mixture of mocha, tipple and flux. And then the name of this combination of this tangle is Elegant by Tangle Dreams. So write down in the chat when you guys are done with these outer layer of this tangle. After that, there is just one last circle drawing, outer circle drawing with the pen, with the compass, and then time for the shading. So you can do shading, and then over the shading you can use color pencil because you already get your gray tones with the pencil as your base. Or you can skip the whole shading process and you can just do the coloring. That is also absolutely fine. Or you can skip the whole coloring process and you can just keep it classic the way I'm doing here in the session, and you can just do the shading with me. So it's your choice how you want to decorate this Zendala once we are done drawing. But whatever way you choose, don't forget to share your artwork with me once you are done. You can post it at my Facebook page on the post which I'm going to make after the session, or if you are posting it at any other social media, maybe Pinterest, maybe Instagram or anywhere, so don't forget to tag me. Although I'm not very active at Instagram or Pinterest, but I'm trying to be on those platforms too. And here you go, my specs. And now I'm looking for this tool, and I'm putting my pen inside the compass, because I just want to draw one more outer circle. So first I want to clean this circle which we just drew by hand on the outer So please look carefully what I'm doing right now. We already have the center point here. So I'm just tracing, over this so that we get a beautiful outer circle line. And wherever we are having space, we are going to fill that space. No worries. You see here, we are having a lot of space around it. So we are going to fill that space, no problem. And then I'm going to just extend it lightly to get one more outer line. My pen seems to be running out in the ink. So this is the last thing actually we need with this pen. So I'm just working it around.
The compass is showing out of the video.
Compass is showing?
It's out of the video.
Oh.
So if you can zoom out.
Okay, yes. So in this first circle, you see, I got these empty spaces which I'm filling right now. That's why I drew that line to get this beautiful outer circle here.
Hina is asking if you can do this on a canvas.
Yeah, sure, why not? You can do this on canvas, and you can use, acrylic pens if you want, or the acrylic paint with the brush, or maybe these kind of same pens. You can try whatever works best for you. And we are done with the drawing. I'm so happy to see this. And now it's the time for the shading. So for the shading, what I'm doing first thing is I'm going to get my pencil. You can grab any pencil, whatever you feel like. And first I'm going to work in these 4 kind of circles, and we want to convert them into little beautiful transparentish in the center and darker in the border, gemish look. So darker in the border and leave the center. And then I'm looking for my tortillon, and I'm just going to blend it lightly, leave the center part little light. Maybe I can use my eraser and make the center part a little bit more lighter at last to give it a little bit more gem kind of look, like this. If I want, like, I can just do a little bit lighter in the center, a little bit more, and maybe use these Q-tips for blending in the center lightly. We'll come back again in this if we need a little bit more darker in the border. One more time at the end, we'll see. And now we are going to shade these 4 petals, which are absolutely empty and just have these tiny thin lines. So besides these lines, just lay down lightly graphite, not on the very corner but on the aura lines, inside the aura lines.
Art and Craft is asking if you can apply varnish on the side.
What on the side?
Varnish on the side.
So if you are using the spray varnish, then it's absolutely fine. But if you are using it with the brush, then that might smudge your all the these graphite. Instead of the varnish, I would suggest you to use the fixatives. So fixative will kind of, hold your graphite onto the paper. But if you are using the fixative, be careful, use it outside, like in the open area. Don't use inside, indoor. Wear a mask, and then use the fixative. Don't inhale the smell of that. Or if you want to use the varnish, so avoid using the varnish with the brush, use the spray varnish, and again use the spray varnish in the outer open area, because otherwise those, that spray will mix with the air and it can go everywhere. If you are framing them, then I don't really think, if you are putting the glass over them, then you don't really need anything. But yes, to stay them longer as it is, fixative is a best bet, I should say. I generally keep them in the poly bags kind of their same size. I bought them in a 6x9 size and they're already 6x6. So rest I fold them in the back, and you see my all, like this is the old work and I just kept it in my bag. So they are pretty safe now. They are not rubbing with each other and everything is intact at the place. So this shading is really very important to complete your pattern drawing. So we are kind of done with the thank you for subscribing, Pinky Gupta. And hey Roshni, you are rocking. Keep working. Don't forget to submit your work. And everyone is unique in their own style. Don't really copy exactly the way I'm doing. Definitely put your own element. You can exactly copy the way I'm doing. It's not like that you can do it. But if you have any other thing in your mind, if you want to add any other element, if you want to fill these corner areas with your own style, if you want to add any other tangle into it, you are more than welcome. And don't please compare your work with my work. Everyone is unique in their own way, and I can't say that I'm getting a lot of inspirations when you guys are submitting your work, because in every single work I find something that is really, gives me some inspiration. Oh, what a beautiful clean lines. Oh, what a beautiful color shading. Oh, what this tangle. Oh, nice. She or he added this beautiful more pattern into it and it's looking so beautiful. And sometimes we mess up and we draw something else and use it as an opportunity and to draw something different. Don't feel like, oh my god, I messed up, now what should I do? No, don't feel like that. Feel like, oh wow, I did this something different. Now what can I do with this different thing? Think in that way. And now we are going to work in these, diamond shape. Draw them, lay down the graphite in the very corners, in all 4 of them. I hope you got some encouragement you asked for, Roshni. And these sessions are not meant for looking for the final product. These sessions are meant for looking for the whole process. When you are drawing this whole thing, how you are feeling and how much focused you are. So if you are enjoying this whole session, believe me, the final product will definitely look very, very good. So don't judge your work, especially when you are halfway done. Now in these petals where we drew these amaze tangle, and we are going to lay down the graphite in the very corner of these petals. And where these our overlapping lines are coming, we are going to draw besides them also to give the shade and to bring them up. So we are not going to shade over this corner, okay? So please look carefully where we are supposed to shade and where we are not supposed to shade in these amaze tangle part of the leaf. Wherever this is over and under, we should be very careful while shading. And you see it's also coming over here, so we are going to do a little bit shading in these sides also to give it more 3D-ish look, or to that foreground background look. In this rest of the area, at last I'm going to use my white charcoal pencil, and that is absolutely optional. If you don't have the charcoal pencil, you can skip that step and you can just watch me. Maybe later on, if you want, if you like that style, you can buy that and you can use it, or you can absolutely skip that. That's not a compulsory kind of the step or the supply too. That's good to have supply. At my website nidhiprakasharts.com, there is a page called the material list. You can see all the material list there, and I have given the Amazon links also, of the Amazon US links and the Amazon India links too. So you can see there all the materials which I am using, and I hope that's helpful for you to see. If you need to buy any product, you will get the exact that product detail which I'm using, and then you can decide. I'm still thinking for the design for my colorful mandala, which I'm going to give away to you guys as a thank you whenever I'm crossing my 5,000 subscribers. I'm sorry. And I'm planning one colorful mandala with you guys, and then I'll give you plenty of time for all the supplies if you want to buy whatever supplies I'm going to use in the class. And probably by next week I'll let you know about it, about the design and about the supplies and everything once I finalize. Hopefully by then I'll get 5,000 subscribers with your help. So if you have not subscribed my channel, please go out from this chat, click on the subscribe button, click on the like button, and help me growing the channel. Subscribing my channel is absolutely free for you guys. It's absolutely free, and in that way you can show me support. You can show me support through various ways if you want, not only by subscribing, but you can use here super chat, super stickers in the chat, and you can join me in the YouTube. You can be my patron at my patreon.com, and you can unlock lots of videos by there, and a lot of videos. Those are the pre-recording sessions for the patron only sessions. You can watch them, you can unlock them, and yeah, that's it. So you can help me and support my work if you are enjoying working with me in various ways. And after this we are going to shade in this outer layer, and you see once after the shading how beautiful it's looking, right? Isn't it? So you can tag me on Instagram with my Instagram account, that is Nidhi Prakash Arts, I suppose. Yeah, that's it. You can, yeah, thank you AP Music, thank you Ajay, he gave you the Instagram account. And now in this both sides we are laying down graphite in the both sides of these outer circle. Here you go, and now we will blend it lightly. We are going to spread it lightly, and we are not going to do anything in the middle. And you can see the difference in this quadrant and rest 3. How much difference does it bring? And then 3 more quadrant, the same thing, and then I'm going to use the white charcoal pencil after that. So first lay down the graphite from every single side of this quadrant. And then use the tortillon or the blending stem or the Q-tip and blend it beautifully Don't go all the way to the center. Leave the center area a little bit cleaner.
So we have a question if we can color it. Maybe can you show the colored version of this mandala?
Yeah, yes, Ajay. So this is the colorful version, and I used Prismacolor color pencils for these, for the coloring. So if you want, you can definitely color them, or if you want, you can use any other medium of the coloring, like kind of, you can use marker pens, thin marker pens, watercolor brush marker pens. So there are various ways you can use various different mediums, but I have used Prismacolor color pencil for this one, the one you are seeing on the screen right now. So my co-host, my husband Ajay, is here, not with me, here in my studio where I'm working and kind of broadcasting through my computer and channel and everything. Ajay has joined me remotely, and he's helping me out. Thank you, Ajay.
For sure.
And this is our last quadrant for the shading. Sometimes we use gray marker pens for the shading. Sometimes we use any other. I'm going to clean this line. It is still here. And okay, and still lightly here. I'm very, very happy with this beautiful mandala. How do you find it? And now I'm using the white charcoal pencil. This is from General's charcoal pencil. I got it from the Zentangle headquarters after my seminar. So I'm going to use that. And this is a white charcoal pencil. This is absolutely optional step. If you want, you can just skip it. Thank you, Valerie. I also really like this one, and I'm working on one mandala book for the coloring, and so I'm drawing all those mandalas digitally because we have to take them on the computer and to print them and make the ebook. So I chose this mandala also, and I'm drawing this one also digitally now, and for the coloring in my coloring book. So very soon it will be available on Amazon or something. We are still working on it, me and Ajay. So now I'm going to use this white charcoal pencil, and I'm going to first I'm going to work in these on the Zentangle here and laying down it very lightly. The tip is broke lightly, just to get it a little bit more. You can see the difference in this Zentangle leaf and the rest three, and you can make out the difference, and you can decide whether you like this enhancement or not. I really like this enhancement. It brings some part a little bit more forward, and it brings more 3D look, but it is absolutely your choice. That's why we use these white charcoal pencil. So if you like it, you can keep the charcoal pencil handy from the next class. You can buy one white charcoal pencil and you can start using them. for these enhancements in your tangle. But this is absolutely optional. It's not at all like you have to have it. And I'm going to use this just to draw this one line in these tiny diamondish shape. And the same thing I'm going to go over, you know, here in the middle, just in the middle part like this, and you can see the difference in rest of them, and it brings kind of, you know, that shine. And I'm going to use my Q-tip or a very clean tortillon to smudge them or to blend them, because we are not going to use our dirty tortillon which are filled with graphite. That will be horrible. That will, because you know, if I use this tortillon with over these white charcoal, it will bring all the graphite. So either I have to use absolutely clean Q-tip, or maybe a very clean this kind of tortillon which is not having any graphite. So whatever you want, we can use either one, and just blend it lightly. Just very, very lightly. Don't go over the graphite area. It brings a shine to your work. And here I can kind of leave them like that. They are looking pretty good as it is, but it's still very, if I have any hard line, so I can just get rid of that. That's it. So we are done with the drawing, and now it's the time to sign and say thank you and goodbye. So I'm signing it.
So, are we going to be writing the names of the tangles on a separate sheet?
Yes, I will. I will.
Sure. And there was a request to show the upcoming ZENDALA project
Yes.
for upcoming weeks.
I'm going to show all the zendalas of the upcoming week. We used 3 tangles here: Well, Amaze and Elegant, and here are the name. So we used Well tangle, we used Amaze tangle, they both are Zentangle original tangle. We use Elegant tangle. This is by Tangle Dream. And these 3 tangles we use shading, white charcoal pencil, and coloring. You can see all these 3 names, and we can call this whole pattern the Armor Zendala, or whatever name you want to give to this whole pattern you can give. And let me show you our future tangles. So these are the tangles which we have done in this month before this, all the past Saturdays. This is the one which we did today. And let me show you our July month. So these are the mandalas which we are going to do in July. This is the 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these are the 4. Again, you can see these are the mandalas or the zendalas which we are going to do every Saturday upcoming month. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you want to see what we are going to do on Fridays, these are, we are done on the Fridays so far, all 4. And in the next month we are going to do this one, Friday in Hindi. Fridays I'm talking in Hindi in my Hindi channel. These are the Fridays 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is the colored version again. So those are the Friday ones. And every Sunday we meet for the Zentangle session. Do you want to see the Zentangle tiles? Here you go. This is what we did last Sunday. This is what we are going to do tomorrow. And these are already, we are done on the past 2 Sundays. So these are the May month Zentangles, all 4. And here are for the July. These all we are going to do in the July month. These all 4 you can see. They are for the July Zentangles. I hope you all enjoyed it. Now I want to say thank you to everybody who joined me today, and I hope you all enjoyed it, and see you tomorrow in the Zentangle session. Don't forget to keep a 3.5 inch square tile and few smaller 2 inch square tiles on a big paper to learn first the tangles, and then we'll make the tile together. Bye guys. Thank you again. Don't forget to upload your picture. I'm going to take a picture of it and make a post on my Facebook page. You can upload your picture there on that Facebook page or anywhere else in the social media, and don't forget to tag me. Bye bye.